Good day, gentlemen. Lawrence of Asia, coming at you once again here from Seoul, South Korea. And I'm in nature just a bit here today. And gentlemen, first off, subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you so much. Like and comment if you do feel so inclined, gentlemen. Gentlemen, how to reach your highest potential. How do you do it? Do you find yourself focused, ambitious, driven, but you can never quite keep that determination going? You lose it and you think, why can I not keep that? Does that happen to you? Gentlemen, the absolute most powerful tool that we have, practice that we have as men of all ages, is that of abstinence, semen retention, keeping what is rightfully yours, so that you grow and blossom and flourish. Gentlemen, this modern world, it is always encouraging us to get off and spill our seed as often as we possibly can. And that's truly robbing us of the richness of life that we could have otherwise. See, today's modern man has become incredibly effeminate, addicted to pleasure, to the ease of life, to comfort and pleasure. What feels good, what's easy now, right? Sitting down and watching the television, eating some snacks that aren't good for you, continuously rotting ourselves away and moving further and further and further away from our grand potentiality, gentlemen. The vital force that lives in your genitals, gentlemen, has the ability to create new life. You know, it's interesting how many people spend so much money on various supplements and on various vitamins, etc., right? Health foods, when the greatest supplement that we have, gentlemen, is our own nourishing semen. It nourishes the skin, it keeps your eyesight good, it keeps your health intact, it keeps your immunity very, very high, keeps your mind sharp, it keeps your determination and your willpower top notch. Increased vitality and strength, a zest for life, a natural zest and an affinity to connect with life. People of all ages, nature itself. All of life, gentlemen, I can guarantee you, all of life becomes richer when you hold your semen, gentlemen. Now, it's also one of the, it's the strongest pull that we have. It's the strongest addiction that one can form, right, as a man. So yes, it's not easy to pull away from that addiction, gentlemen. It's one of the hardest things that you'll ever do. How do you do it? Why do you want to do it? First, know, why do you want to do it? Well, I would encourage you, I would suggest that if you're able to maintain and hold your innate natural energy, your sperm, gentlemen, that you'll come to know yourself in a way that you've not yet known yourself thus far in this life. Maybe that childlike zest for life that you had when you were 8, 10, 12, before you started masturbating, gentlemen. Perhaps that childlike awe and wonder, curiosity, appreciation and affinity, that awe can come back to you, gentlemen. So that's my suggestion, that you'll come to know yourself in a way you didn't even think was possible, that you're not even imagining is a potentiality for you, gentlemen. Now, there's an array of other things that we can do to level up ourselves in life, whether it comes to building muscle, whether it comes to building our finances, or our skills, our ability to connect, to communicate, right, with the opposite sex, with humanity in general, but women also. But I would argue this, gentlemen, that with semen retention, all these things are made so much more effortless, in that they all naturally flow. Your determination, gentlemen, and your ability to push through obstacles, whereas before it felt like maybe you were dragging an old tire, will start to feel more and more and more effortless. And as I said, you can increase your value, or you can up-level yourself in all these various degrees of life, in all these various categories of life, right? However, if you just follow this one practice of brahmacharya or abstinence, nofap, semen retention, okay, if you just practice this, gentlemen, every other aspect of your life will become that much easier. You'll find yourself easily attracting women. Women will be attracted to you and will most likely even be approaching you. But I want to suggest that the great gift of keeping one's own energy, right, of this abstinence, right, this practice, the great gift in it is actually not in attracting a woman. It's actually not in getting more money. It is those things. But the real gift, gentlemen, is the energy and the essence that you come to embody. Basically, who you... Got a lot of ants on my feet. I don't know if they want me around here or not. Bite me a little bit, but not too much. Just soft bites, like, hey, I'm not sure if we want you around here. Okay, I can go. I've got about 6 or 8 ants on my feet right now. And I see a big ant mound in the distance over there on another tree, but they've come to scope me out. And I think they're letting me know that I'm not welcome. I'm not here to harm them, so I don't feel that I need to leave. Anyway. All right, gentlemen. So this practice is not an easy one, especially because we have been subconsciously programmed through our current day media, and everything on our phones, gentlemen, is enticing us into lust. So everything's working against you, essentially. You have to disconnect yourself from modern culture. You have to peel your eyes away from all these distractions and really come into yourself and elevate your connection with the divine, gentlemen. The divine within you, the divine in all. But this one practice, gentlemen, overcoming lust and abstinence, is, I believe, the most powerful thing that I've ever done. It's the one thing that has added so much to every other aspect of my life. And if I'm being totally honest with myself, the richness of my life, my overall experience, has suffered every time I have not practiced this in the last 20 years or so, gentlemen. The only way to really overcome it, gentlemen, is to disconnect yourself from the world, connect yourself with the divine. Say a little prayer. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, help me to overcome this demon of lust. Help me to overcome this affinity for lust. When you're sincere, may not be immediate, but if you are sincere, you can do it. It can be done. It may not be immediate, it may be a gradual process, but if that's what your pure intention is, even if you fumble, you falter, you keep working back towards it, and it'll become more and more of your natural nature to not be so obsessed with sex and so obsessed with lust. But I want to caution you on trying to practice this and then at the same time still indulging in porn or indulging in even Instagram or any of these things, or even when you see a woman who's incredibly sexy, giving your energy and attention to that woman. See, we really think we're getting something when we see all this stuff, right? But the truth is, gentlemen, that these desires that we have, these desires that we are indulging ourselves in, they end up creating a great disharmony within us, a longing that cannot be met, a dissatisfaction, right? A frustration that breaks our harmony, gentlemen. So do yourself a favor and pull away from these images that will essentially enact lust within you, right? That's my advice to you. Now, if you all are still with me up until now, 12 minutes into the video, I'm going to go into something a little different. And this is if you are in a relationship, or even if you're not, if you're engaging with someone, if you're engaging with a girl, how to go about it. And my advice is to practice sexual kung fu. First order, ideal, don't engage. Don't engage the demon of lust. Don't engage. If you engage, if you find yourself engaging, practice sexual kung fu, practice tantra, gray tantra. Now, what do I mean, gentlemen? I mean never going past 70%. Pulling your balls upwards and moving that energy up through your spine, through your heart, and into your mind, gentlemen. If you do engage, be very, very, very mindful. And don't allow yourself to go past 65 or 70% of enjoyment. Stay in control. And the other tip that I have in regards to this is do not be concerned with satisfying your partner. Oh, I really got to satisfy her. Oh, I should. No. First order of business, gentlemen, stay in control. That'll keep her attracted to you. You know the level of attraction that a woman has for you, gentlemen, after orgasm? Now, sure, you can orgasm together and it's a nice bonding experience, right? But you no longer have the attraction that you did prior to that orgasm. So you're actually lessening yourself. You're hurting yourself. you're also becoming depleted in the process. It's interesting, isn't it? It's like, the thing that we think, when we think we're really getting something, right? We're actually sabotaging ourselves. Sex is suicide. Sex is sabotage. Unless you're utilizing that energy with the intention of creating another life. And that's a beautiful and blessed thing, especially when that life does come. Have as many children as you can, gentlemen. That'd be my advice. All right. So if you do have to engage, practice that sexual kung fu. You can do that by pulling up on your balls what we call what's that called? It's called a kegel, where you pull your balls up and you hold it. It's like when you really need to piss and you have to stop pissing in the middle of your piss. Practice that muscle there, gentlemen, where you can engage it 10 times a day, 10, 20, 30 times a day. So you have control of that muscle, and that'll help you to retain. But best is to not engage at all. All right, gentlemen, I hope this message has been valuable. Practice your sexual kung fu if you must. And for all you who walk in the path or who are curious about it, it is one of great power. There is much to be gained, more than you could potentially imagine from this practice. I have practiced this in the past for well over a year, as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, and I'm just getting back to it again really this last month and a half. So I'm at the beginning of my journey. I've got a lot of benefits awaiting me. But gentlemen, I care for you. I care to see you thrive. I care to see you happy. I care to see this entire world happy, gentlemen. The reason, gentlemen, let me go into this as well, that the modern relationship is out of order is that the natural order would be God, the man, the wife, and then the children, right? There's order. But it now goes something like God, woman, or woman, God, man, children, right? Women are running the show. They're coming into their power. Look, but their power, gentlemen, over you is in your lust. If you can take back control of your lust, your out of control affinity for her body, if you can take back control, then you can also take back the power in the relationship, and you can find order and harmony. All right, I hope there's some gems in there for you. I know it's a bit mixed, but I think the message came through as it was supposed to. All right, gentlemen, God bless you. Stay sharp. Stay strong. Don't be too hard on yourself. Get back up and keep going, all right? All right, we'll catch you again. See you guys. Subscribe. All right, peace.